Good evening. Welcome to the weekly weather discussion by India Meteorological Department. I am Monica Sharma, Scientist D, Cyclone Warning Division. Today we'll discuss about the realized weather during the last week and the forecast for next 2 weeks. So let us see the salient features observed during the week 26 September to 2nd October 2024. And during this week, southwest monsoon continued to withdraw from many parts of northwest India and some parts of central India. And there was large excess rainfall activity over East Uttar Pradesh and Bihar along with Nepal during 26th to 28th September, leading to massive flooding over the area and loss of lives over Nepal. And rainfall was deficient over South Peninsular region. If we compare with the previous season, all India deficient was maximum in the week ending on 25th September. It was about minus 37%, and during the last week it was excess by about 60%, and it was the highest excess week during the monsoon season when we observed more than 60% above normal rainfall, and it was preceded by highest deficient week which observed 37% less than the normal during the week ending on 25th of September. Let us see the main synoptic systems that led to this kind of vigorous rainfall activity over the region during the period 26 September to 2nd October. During this period, we had the remnant of low pressure area that formed over west central and adjoining northwest Bay of Bengal on 24th, and these remnants they moved across North Madhya Pradesh and South Uttar Pradesh during 27th to 29th of September. And there was a trough over northeast Arabian Sea extending from Gujarat up to North Bihar across these cyclonic circulations, and there was a trough from Comorin area to South Rayalaseema and South Karnataka coasts during 1st, 2nd and 3rd, and there was a cyclonic circulation over northeast Assam on 30th, and currently if you see there is a cyclonic circulation over South Bangladesh, and there is a trough extending from this cyclonic circulation up to North Andaman Sea. Let us see the realized rainfall, and if you see this map, this entire region, the central parts of the country, it received large excess rainfall. Large excess means more than 60% above normal, and if you see the rainfall was excess over central, north and eastern parts of the country, and East Uttar Pradesh, if you see, it recorded 432% above normal, and here Bihar recorded 181% above normal, and sub-Himalayan West Bengal recorded 222% above normal, and there was deficient rainfall over the southern peninsular region, over Lakshadweep area and over Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And if we consider the country as a whole, it received plus 60% above normal during the week. Let us see the monsoon seasonal rainfall till 30th of September, and if you see this map, country as a whole, if you see, it received normal or large excess rainfall, and the northern parts of the country, particularly the Jammu and Kashmir region, Punjab, and here Arunachal Pradesh, these are the regions that were worst affected and they had deficient rainfall, and it mainly occurred because whatever low pressure systems that developed over the Bay of Bengal region, they moved from Odisha to Gujarat, and hence the central and southern India and Indo-Gangetic plains, they received good rainfall. And this is about the withdrawal of southwest monsoon. Withdrawal has already set in, and if you see currently the line of withdrawal of southwest monsoon is passing through Lakhimpur, Kheri, Shivpuri, Kota, Udaipur, Disa, Surendranagar, Junagadh, and 21 degree north and 70 degree east. This is the current, this blue line indicates the current line of withdrawal of monsoon, and these red lines indicate the normal dates at which the withdrawal occurs over these regions. So let us see the forecast for the next 2 weeks, and the highlights are during week 1 the southwest monsoon is likely to withdraw further from remaining parts of northwest India and many parts of central India, and the withdrawal will continue during week 2 and will be completed towards the end around 15th of October, and around that time northeast monsoon will set in. So these are the main synoptic systems that are existing on 3rd of October, and whatever we are expecting during week 1. So currently we have a cyclonic circulation over South Bangladesh, and there is a trough extending from this cyclonic circulation up to North Andaman Sea. There is another cyclonic circulation over Lakshadweep area, and it is likely to move nearly westwards during next 3 days, and this cyclonic circulation over South Bangladesh, it is likely to become a low pressure area around 4th of October, and we are also expecting another fresh cyclonic circulation or low pressure area around 6th of October over west central Bay of Bengal. Let us see the forecast for cyclogenesis during next 2 weeks, and during the period 4th October to 10th of October we are expecting a low pressure area over west central Bay of Bengal around 6th of October, but it is not likely to intensify into a depression. But during week 2, that is during the period 11th October to 17th of October, we are expecting there is low to moderate probability of formation of depression over central Bay of Bengal during the first half of week 2, that is during 11th to 13th of October. So let us see the warnings and advisories issued by India Meteorological Department for next 7 days in association with various weather systems. So we are having a cyclonic low pressure area over South Bangladesh, and there is a trough extending from this low pressure area up to North Andaman Sea. There is another cyclonic circulation over Lakshadweep area, and under the influence of these systems, we are also expecting a low pressure area over west central Bay of Bengal around 6th of October, and under the influence of all these systems we are expecting for 3rd of October India Meteorological Department has issued orange colored warning for the northeastern states in association with the thunderstorm activity, and there is yellow colored warning for the South India in association with the thunderstorm activity, and we are also expecting heavy rainfall activity over West Bengal, Bihar and Odisha on 3rd of October, and on 4th of October again orange colored warnings have been issued for the northeastern states of India, and there is yellow colored warning for Odisha, Jharkhand, Bihar, and then for the southern peninsular region and some parts of Maharashtra. And coming to 5th of October, yellow colored warnings, that means you have to stay alert, and has been issued for the northeastern states, then Odisha, Jharkhand, Bihar, and then the southern peninsular region and parts of Maharashtra. Similarly for 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th, if you see yellow colored warnings in association with thunderstorm activity over the northeastern states during 6th to 9th has been issued, and for the southern peninsular region during 6th to 8th yellow colored warnings have been issued in association with expected thunderstorm activity, and there is likelihood of heavy rainfall over southeast peninsula during 6th to 8th, and there is also likelihood of thunderstorm activity over parts of central India, Maharashtra during 6th and 7th. For 2 days, central India and Maharashtra, the yellow colored warning has been issued. So let us see the forecast for next 2 weeks by the extended range forecast model of India Meteorological Department, and the figure on the top, this indicates the rainfall we are expecting in millimeters per day over different parts of the country, and you can see that we are expecting about more than 50 millimeter per day rainfall over the northeastern states of the country, and rainfall about 10 to 20 millimeter per day is expected over the eastern parts of the country and southern peninsular region. And similarly, during the week 2 also we are expecting rainfall over the northeastern states, eastern states, and central and southern peninsular region. And this map shows the anomaly, the departure from normal, and here you can see that the northeastern states of the country, they are expected above normal rainfall activity, and this is likely in association with the cyclonic circulation that is prevailing over the South Bangladesh, and that is likely to become a low pressure area around 4th. And again here you can see that over the southern peninsular region above normal rainfall activity is likely during the week 3rd to 10th of October in association with the low pressure area that is likely to develop over west central Bay of Bengal around 6th of October. And similarly here during week 2 you can see that the eastern parts of the country, they are likely to experience above normal rainfall activity, and this is in association with the depression that is likely to form over the region during the period 10th to 13th of October. And in association with the low pressure systems, cyclonic circulations, etc., we are expecting rainfall and thunderstorm activity during week 1, and the damage expected can be, there can be localized flooding of roads, logging of waterlogging in low-lying areas, there may be closure of underpasses, there may be occasional reduction in visibility due to heavy rainfall, disruption of traffic, and minor damage to Kacha roads, minor damage to vulnerable structures, and there can be localized landslides, mudslides, mud slips, landslips, etc. And there can be damage to horticulture and standing crops in some areas due to inundation, and accordingly it is suggested that before leaving for your destination you should check for the traffic advisories, you should follow these advisories, you should also check the advisories and bulletins issued by India Meteorological Department from time to time, and you should avoid going to areas which face waterlogging problems and avoid staying in vulnerable structures. And for the farmers, agromet advisories have been issued for week 1. They should make provision for draining out excess water from standing crop fields and fruit orchards to avoid water stagnation in the northeastern states, particularly sub-Himalayan West Bengal, Sikkim, and also the southern peninsular region like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, interior Karnataka, Telangana. And they should keep the harvested produce at safer places. They should provide mechanical support to horticultural crops and stacking to vegetables. So we request you to visit various IMD websites to get latest updates, and there are various mobile apps like Mausam, Damini, and Meghdoot, and you can get latest updates on these apps, and you can also follow the advisories by India Meteorological Department on various social networking sites like the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, etc. So thank you.